Hi there, it's Dan here. I am a chef by trade, have been for about 15 years, and a development manager for the food industry across the world. This is my second video, and it's all about how to cook better and also save money as well. Right, this is the next recipe. So this is a cracking, fresh, clean tasting, lovely flavour tomato sauce that can again be used for pastas, pizzas, you name it. So there's a few tips along the way about what ingredients you can use. So the first one, as you may have seen from my previous videos, we have vegetable oil, not olive oil. So we're going to be cooking with vegetable oil, not olive oil, to save money again. We have a small tub of vegetable stock. Again, we just bought from store. My little hint and tip for today is from Aldi. They do a special selected cherry tomatoes in a can. Superb. You generally find that the cherry tomatoes, the whole ones, are less processed, so you get much better colour, much better flavour. Really good for quick and easy tomato sauces. We have a bunch of basil. Again, little tip there is make sure you use the whole basil, including the stems as well. We have some flat leaf parsley, and again, use the whole thing, the stems and everything. And then we have some leeks. And my tip for today is I'm not going to be using onions. Onions are generally, people don't like using them because they make you cry, take a lot of prep. I've actually worked out that if you were to buy the equivalent weight in leeks, by the time you take the skin off, take the root off, you cut it up and chop it and use it, you'll actually cheaper to buy leeks where you use 99% of the product. So I'll talk you through that in a minute. This is the first stage of our tomato pasta sauce recipe. So as I was saying before, we're going to be using leeks today. And the reason why they're so much better than onions is you use the whole leek, apart from just the root at the end. So all I'm going to do here is just chop the end off. You can use that for, again, soup, sauces, etc. I'm going to use about half a leek here, so we'll save the other half. There's no waste, we'll keep that. If you've got a bit of dirt on the inside here, this one's quite clean, you can just rinse it through with cold water. Run your knife down the middle, and then turn it over. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to just slice up to the root with the knife. So and just push it through. There's a little bit of dirt inside, so we're going to rinse this through shortly. Take it all the way up to the root, and the only part you waste on the whole leek is that. That's it. Okay, so it actually works out to be more cost effective. You don't have watery eyes. Also not as strong as well as onions, just a nice mild flavour. And we're all done, and that's your leeks chopped, so we're going to rinse in a minute, and we'll add that to the sauce. The two herbs we're going to be putting into this pasta sauce is we've got flat leaf parsley and basil. So what we're going to do first of all with the basil is just take off the stalks, leave the rest of the leaves whole, put those aside. But we're not going to waste the stalks. We're just going to finely just chop them through, like so. And then on the parsley, again, just take the stalks off, leave the parsley whole, and then just finely chop the stalks. So zero waste. A lot of people at home will take the parsley leaves off the plant and then throw away the stalks. That is where all the flavour is. That's what you need to keep. That's it. So we're going to cook this pasta sauce now. So again, a little bit of vegetable oil, not olive oil. So vegetable oil in the pan. Let that heat up. We're then going to add the leeks. We'll get those sweating off nicely. Into there as well, just a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit of pepper, and we're going to cook those. When we say sweating, that's an industry term, unfortunately. A lot of people don't understand what that means. It just means cooking without colour. That's all it is. So we're just going to cook those nice and gently for about 5 minutes. And when they're nice and soft, we will add everything else. Now these are tinned cherry tomatoes. Aldi, just bought from the store this morning. But the colour is so much better. Like I said before, they're less processed than chopped tomatoes or standard tin plum tomatoes. And you get really, really, really good red colour from these. So we're going to add those, juice and all. Again, don't waste anything. Just turn that up. And this will make enough sauce probably for about 6 to 8 people. Again, it's freezable. And we'll let that cook for about 5 or 6 minutes, just on a low heat, and then we'll come back to it shortly. This has been simmering away for around about 5 minutes. We're then going to take a potato masher and just give it a brief squeeze just to open up those cherry tomatoes. That's it, that's all I've had to do. We're then going to drop in a small tub of vegetable stock, and that goes in. Just drop that in, it'll come out. There we go, and drop that in. And then stir that in. That will just dissolve into it. Don't forget as well, of course, that if you want to add to the leeks, you could add garlic, you could add smoked paprika, spices, chili, cayenne to make it spicier. So, and as you can see from that sauce, some of them are still whole, some are half, some are broken down. That's just cooking away now. And then we're going to finish off with all of the stalks from the parsley and the basil. Stir those in. And last but by no means least, I'm going to add the basil and the parsley. What I want you guys to do is literally take the leaves out and just tear them. Just break them up and throw them in. So all you need to do, really, really simple. We're not chopping, we're not over processing. And we're going to stir that in as well. Give that about another minute at most, just to wilt down those herbs. And then a fundamental thing as well you mustn't forget to do is just take a spoon, tiny bit of pepper. That's done, finished. Pasta sauce in 4 minutes. Really useful. Use it for a lot of things. You can freeze it down as well. It'll last in the fridge around about 5 days. And really fresh flavour and simple, cheap. Enjoy.